Travel journalist Justin Welter joining us today. Always great to see you. All right, you made several stops on this trip. Tell us first about the one in Carson City.
Yeah, so Carson Valley is one of the areas in the Reno Tahoe territory, and it has incredible outdoor nature. I'm going to give you 3 things to do. The first thing is Soaring, Nevada. This is a glider airplane ride over Carson Valley that then takes you in to the Sierra Nevada mountains. So there's the plane, the glider. 1 person or 2 people can sit in it. Then they attach a rope from an airplane with an engine in front of it. They then pull the glider into the air. It is very safe. It's very safe. Look at the views of Carson Valley. Those are beautiful views of Carson Valley. Then they take you over to the Lake Tahoe area.
That must be a fantastic view.
It is beautiful. And here they just, drop the rope there, so the plane is leaving and now the glider takes over. There's no engine on the glider. It's using the air and the movement of the plane just going back and forth, some rotating circles. The view of Lake Tahoe is spectacular. You have the snow-capped Sierra Nevada mountains, and it's a relaxing, tranquil, safe ride where you just get to enjoy a beautiful view of, again, Lake Tahoe region, the Carson Valley area. If you're afraid of heights, it's a very peaceful ride, so I would say that it's something very nice to do. The second stop in the Carson.
Wait, real quick, how much would something like this cost?
This was about in the range of $300-ish, depending on how long.
For like an hour,
or? We were in there for an hour.
Okay.
Yes. And depending on the area you want to go to, you can pay more to go to different areas.
Got it.
Justin, before we move on to South Lake Tahoe, and hopefully my memory is correct, but I remember a couple of times, I believe it was Carson City, which I love.
Yes.
It's an enchanting kind of an old throwback to the good old West.
I used to have to live. I lived in Carson.
You lived in Carson City
for a long time.
That was his first TV market,
right? I love it.
Yes, I had a job covering the Nevada State Legislature.
I love
Carson City, Nevada.
Yeah.
It's a good place.
Now, wasn't that where they did Bonanza? Was that the Ponderosa, or do I have that confused with another area that is up there? And I could be, but I
know.
But I
Well, here's Genoa. So this is a part of Carson Valley. Did you go to Genoa and the Genoa bar?
So this is what I remember.
Yeah. So this is the first settlement of Nevada from 1851. This is the Genoa Bar and Saloon. It's an old American West.
I have a picture of my sons with a root beer at that bar.
It's an amazing bar.
Yes.
In the area, it's like you're saying, the old American West feel.
Love it.
There's also beautiful hiking and trails in that area. There's over 70 miles of hiking trails in the Carson Valley, Carson City area in Genoa. I also think, I don't talk a lot about food when I come on here, but in Carson Valley, they have Basque dining. Yeah. Did you ever go to JT Basque Restaurant?
Sure. Yeah.
All right, JT Basque Restaurant is a classic Basque dining experience. It's family style food where you're going to have an incredible meal of soups, of meat. There's tons of French fries. You will not leave there not satisfied. It is a dining experience where my friend Amy and I, we were sitting here gorging ourselves on all this delicious, hearty, home-cooked meal. And we felt like we were on a movie set. We felt like we were in old back Western culture in America. So we loved Carson Valley.
Fantastic.
I'm sorry, I had to look. I wasn't
go ahead.
Where was it? But I will tell you this, I didn't get to that part of it, but a lot of movies were actually filmed. I mean, in this. I'm telling you, that's a great trip. It brings back great memories.
Carson City, Carson Valley. I love it.
Good place.
Amazing.
Definitely.
All right, now we'll move on to South Lake Tahoe. I'm sorry to interrupt that, but I wanted to get that in, but I'm glad we did. And thanks for the video.
No,
it's a
great.
throwback.
Yeah, so Lake Tahoe is obviously the gem of going to this area.
Yeah.
It is 2/3 in California, 1/3 in Nevada. This is South Lake Tahoe. I love and recommend Round Hill Pines, this beautiful, beautiful beach where you have the snow-capped mountains in the background, crystal clear waters. Turquoise, blues, cold. It is refreshing.
It is very refreshing.
Very refreshing.
It is ice cold.
In this location on the beach, you can rent paddle boards, you can rent kayaks, you can rent jet skis. There's those 4-person boats where you can paddle in the water. A beautiful way to explore South Lake Tahoe. And if you don't want to do any action water sports, I recommend going on a boat cruise called the Serenity Boat Cruise. This is where you just hop on this, this small little yacht. It's a 2.5-hour boat ride from one end of the lake to the other. It takes you to Emerald Bay, which is one of the crown jewels of Lake Tahoe. You get to enjoy, again, the beautiful crystal clear colored water, the gorgeous mountains, the pine trees, the rock formations. And when we went on this boat ride, we just sat back. We had some painkillers. It's the specialty drink on the boat. And we just enjoyed doing nothing. And that's hard for me to do when I travel.
Yeah.
Sit for 2.5 hours on a boat and just enjoy these beautiful beautiful scenery, and I would say that it's a great way to explore, let the cold, crisp, fresh air blow in your hair. It is so stunning there in Lake Tahoe and South Lake Tahoe. And there's the color of the water. It goes from greens to emeralds to turquoise to blues. I love, love, love South Lake Tahoe.
Okay, so let's head up to North Lake Tahoe, but Lake Tahoe in general, from Los Angeles, how long of a drive?
Well, I took a flight to Reno.
Oh, okay.
So that's where I recommend just hopping on a 45-hour flight.
45 minutes?
45 minutes.
If you
Yeah.
drive.
8 or 9? Okay.
8 or 9.
Good
So
to know.
North Lake Tahoe has a lot of lake stuff activities, but I want to recommend something called the Tahoe Treetop Adventure Parks. Have you guys ever done a ropes course in the treetops?
No.
Okay, so this is family fun. Anyone from 6 years old to older, you basically put these harnesses on, you attach yourself in these safety lines on each course, and there's a bunch of treetop
look at that.
ropes courses where you get to walk on platforms, climb on ropes. There were kids, 6 years old there. There were grandparents there. It was fun for the entire family. A ton of zip lines. In order to get to a lot of the platforms, you have to take zip line to zip line to zip line. You have beautiful views of the lake. The air, it was that fresh kind of mountain and piney air. And if you ever watch the show Survivor, Amazing Race, Guts, or Legends of the Hidden Temple, you feel like you're competing in those challenges, getting to do all these different courses. And it's set up kind of like a ski resort where they have different courses, different levels. And for levels of difficulty, you don't have to be super athletic. There's a little girl
I was going to say, you answered my question.
There's
Kids
a little
okay?
girl, and there's
Yeah.
a grandma. I was behind that woman. She's a grandma. She was in her 60s celebrating her grandson's birthday. Fun for the entire family. It's a 2.5-hour course, and you get to kind of go at your own leisure, do whatever you want. There's my feet looking down. And it's a blast. I had so much fun doing this.
This seems more fitting for the painkillers than the Serenity Tour.
Painkiller.
Yeah, you could have those in your water bottle. They don't sell them at a bar there, but put them in your water bottle and enjoy those painkillers. Yeah.
Eric.
All right, next step.
Yeah.
Where are we going to next? We're going
Yeah.
to Reno.
Yeah, so
Reno, the biggest little city in the world.
I told you to fly in and out of Reno, so I recommend doing this after you pick up your rental car or before you drop it off. The Guinness Book of World Records tallest wall climb in the world is in Reno, right behind the Reno sign. It is 164 feet tall wall climb at base camp at the Whitney Peak Hotel. There you see me climbing it. There's kind of 2 levels. You have to first climb 70 feet. Then you're going to see this is kind of the view as I'm getting to the ledge where you kind of get to look down at the Reno Tahoe sign. Then you get above to the next level. This was the hardest part, going above that ledge. And when I was climbing it, I was like, this was pretty difficult for me. And a lot of things don't challenge me. However, I was like,
That's
there's
high.
no way I'm getting to this wall and not getting to the top. Even if you don't get to the top like that, I would say that it's a cool experience to definitely climb.
And you got to the top.
I did get to the
Good
top.
for you.
Was it like a real struggle
It
towards
was
the end?
it was mental, It was
all
literally.
mental.
I just thought to myself, "There's no way you're coming here and not getting to the top."
That's
so I made
awesome.
sure I had to get to the
Good
top.
for you.
Oh, and then you rappel down.
And then you rappel down.
That's cool.
And you just enjoy views of Reno.
Love it.
Yeah, it's great.
All right, before we let you go,
Yeah.
recommendations for places to stay.
Okay, 3 quick spots. Okay, Sunnyside, which is a Sunnyside restaurant and lodge right on the west side of Lake Tahoe. If you're not even going to stay there, go there for a meal. It is right on the lake. It has good dining, but also beautiful rooms. That the rooms are facing the lake, so you have a gorgeous view of the lake. They have a private beach here you're going to see on the left. I had my breakfast there. I took a cold plunge in the morning to wake up
Nice.
because the water was, like Eric, you said, very cold and crisp in the 50s. It does get warmer later in the summer. But again, Sunnyside, amazing. I would recommend that to either go for a meal or go over there to stay. Then off Lake Tahoe is Village, the Palisades Tahoe, which is a ski resort. But a lot of people don't really think of going to a ski resort during the spring or summer.
Right.
They're great because you can have beautiful rooms that are wide open, bigger, good for families. And then you'll see later, if we kind of walk towards the back of the patio, beautiful views of the mountain. And even though there isn't skiing going on, all of these resorts have a lot of activities and things you can do during the spring or the summer months, and they stay open and active even though there isn't skiing going on. So that is one.
And
And
then hiking, I mean, for hiking,
insane.
unbelievable.
Yeah, and then Carson Valley, the Carson Valley Inn Hotel and Casino. This is going to be the cheapest option of the 3 because it's in Carson Valley. This suite, by the way, was only about in the $100 a night range. So it was if you like casinos on the Nevada side, these lodges, they have casinos. So if you are a gambler, if you want to do something that is in a casino, go to the Nevada side. This is where I recommend in Carson Valley.
All right, Justin, always such
Great.
great ideas.
Yeah,
Thank you so
excellent,
much.
of
You can follow
course.
Justin's travels by visiting his website, justinwalter.com, or on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook,
Gotta be
ATW
painkillers.
Justin. Share the love. We'll be right back.